I'm continuing to work on my temperature blanket. I have completed April, the month of April. And as you can see, the temperatures are getting warmer, but then they kind of drop again. So this is from January to April. This is 2 rows per day. So we are getting the length now. I'm about to work on May 1st to May the 7th. So it's time for me to get caught up. It is now May 17th. So let's get caught up on working on my temperature blanket. All right. I've been knitting in new colors for my temperature blanket. So now we're starting to get into some warmer weather, but then it constantly drops and then it goes back up again. So I have already implemented some new colors. So let's continue knitting for May. I am working on May 1st and the temperature is 81 Fahrenheit and the color I will be using is rust. So I'm going to go ahead and knit all the way across row 1, garter knit stitch, just knit all the way across. May 1st, 81 Fahrenheit. I'm using the color rust and I'm just knitting to the end of row 1. Now I am knitting row 2. I'm just going to knit all the way across to the end for row 2. May 1st, 81 Fahrenheit. I'm just knitting to the end of row 2. And now I'm ready for my new day. I'm on May the 2nd and the temperature is 86 Fahrenheit. I'm going to add on varsity red. I'm going to knit row 1 all the way across. Tie my knot once. And I'm going to knit all the way across. May 2nd, I'm knitting to the end of row 1, varsity red, 86 Fahrenheit. I'm going to continue knitting row 2 all the way to the end, knitting across, garter knit stitch, May 2nd. I'm knitting to the end of row 2, varsity red, May the 2nd, 86 Fahrenheit. Just finishing up row 2. Tie my second knot. And now I'm ready to start my new day. I'm on May 3rd, 75 Fahrenheit. I'm going to add the color of varsity orange. Knitting all the way across for row 1. Tie my knot once. Knitting all the way across. May 3rd, I'm knitting to the end of row 1, 75 Fahrenheit, varsity orange. I am going to continue to knit in varsity orange, row 2, all the way across. So I'm just going to knit to the end of the row. May 3rd, 75 Fahrenheit. I'm using Varsity Orange, and I'm knitting to the end of row 2. I'm securing my knot a second time at the end. And now I'm going to start my new day. All right, I'm just cutting off the Varsity Orange. I'm on May 4th. The temperature is 52 Fahrenheit. So I'm going to be knitting in Varsity Green. So I'm just going to go ahead and add Varsity Green. I'm going to knit all the way across row 1, Varsity Green. Tie my knot once. May 4th, 52 Fahrenheit. I'm using Varsity Green. I'm just finishing up row 1, knitting to the end. Now I'm going to continue knitting row 2, Varsity Green, all the way across. So I'm going to knit all the way to the end, Varsity Green, to finish up May 4th. May 4th, 52 Fahrenheit. I'm using Varsity Green. I'm knitting to the end of row 2. Double knot. And now I'm going to start on a new day. May 5th, 66 Fahrenheit. So I am going to be using Varsity Gold. Just going to add on Varsity Gold. Row 1, Varsity Gold. May 5th, 66 Fahrenheit. I'm going to knit all the way to the end of the row. I'll tie this once. May 5th, 66 Fahrenheit. I'm using Varsity Gold. I'm knitting to the end of row 1. I'm going to continue knitting all the way across row 2, Varsity Gold. I'm going to knit all the way to the end. May 5th, 66 Fahrenheit. I'm just knitting to the end of row 2, Varsity Gold. Finishing up the row for the day. Tying my knot a second time. And now I'm ready to start my new day. I'm on May 6th, the temperature is 70 Fahrenheit. I'm going to add on mustard. I'm going to knit all the way across for row 1 in the mustard. Tied a double knot. I'm just going to continue knitting all the way across. May 6th, 70 Fahrenheit. I'm knitting to the end of row 1. I'm using the color mustard. I'm going to continue knitting for row 2, colored mustard, all the way across to the end. March 6th, 70 Fahrenheit. I'm knitting at the end of row 2 with the color mustard. I'm almost done row 2. I'm going to knot the end. And then we are going to start on a new day with a new color. May 7th, 79 Fahrenheit. We are working with a new color. We're adding orange. I'm going to add on orange. Row 1. And I'm going to knit all the way across. Tie the knot once. And I'm going to knit all the way across to the end for row 1. May 7th, I'm using orange for 79 Fahrenheit, and I'm just knitting to the end of row 1. I'm going to continue knitting row 2 all the way across in orange, our new color that we added on. Just knit all the way across to the end. May 7th, 79 Fahrenheit. I'm using the color orange. I'm just knitting to the end of row 2. I'm going to tie the knot a second time. Tie the end of the row. I'm going to start a new day with possibly a new color. All right, everyone, happy knitting. All right, I finished knitting May the 1st to May the 7th. And this is what it looks like. We're starting to get those warmer temperatures in there. So we have some new colors and it's getting warmer, but then it drops. We'll see if it gets consistent in temperature for the rest of May. But for now, like, subscribe. I'll see everyone next time. Happy knitting, everyone. Bye for now.